swag. About tag on I got it in the bag, man. I'm getting all type of cash. I'm a general true. I never get anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breakfast by the morning. I had a six by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder. You got a picture.
You got a picture me. Send me calling. Ready for war like Korea. Headlining shows out in Poland. You should be cleaning my mansion. My peasants disgusting. Why don't you act like a Hoffman and go get to dustin'? Yeah, latex on my. Go clean my crown.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in
A.J. Green. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Anything moves, we did it. That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, baby. Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney.
Mayfield now from the 50. And they'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. 1st down, Mayfield. Fighting through pressure. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd down, Mayfield. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Carlos Carlos Dunlap in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Look at the spin.
Balance.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Bernard. And some room to work. Space to run past the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there. 27 yards.
We can talk about bend but don't break all we want. But the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Now winning. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mayfield now on second down. And he's caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Telvin Smith not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Space to maneuver at the 40. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield underneath for Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Mayfield down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And again, it's Mayfield. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker Preston Brown there to knock that one away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Boy, stays up. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Shepard. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. Room past the 20. Green's got it over the middle as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jamie Collins leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw here. To the left side here for Eifert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught, Eifert over the middle. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Antonio Callaway, 33 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey,
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Gone! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Shepard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 1st and 10, Mayfield dumps this to his running back, Chubb. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. It's a quarterback sneak, and he will push forward and pick up the 1st down. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit!
Mayfield to throw it this time. On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 19. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys a scout game.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now winning. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Leopard! Gone!
He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shepard. And he's got the 1st down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Mayfield now. Man open. That's Damian Ratley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And this is complete on the comebacker. It's Landry. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And Cook has it left side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Lucky 56.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 11. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give it deep.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mayfield looks to throw. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking right side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Now, that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd and 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. He's got Sanu. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll give it to Mixon, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot.
Back to throw. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw, Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st down, Mayfield. Harris has it over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
And with that kind of a miss it. You can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Cincinnati, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.